How's everybody doing today? So when it comes to your spiritual journey and manifesting and everything that I've been talking about, you may not be attracting attracting stuff because you haven't let go of it. So let's say someone's looking for their soulmate. If you're looking for your soulmate, you're telling the subconscious mind you don't have it, and your subconscious mind thus gives you don't have it. It's a direct correlation. And when I talk about reprogramming the mind, it's that serious because you really have to recalibrate how you think. It's a daunting task at first because it's complicated. You're like, wait, if I want something, that I'm thinking about it, right? Correct. But having some sort of like obsession / worry / anxiety about it will detach you from it. So the way the manifesting works, or bringing something into your life through spirituality, is, okay, let's say you want something. Let's say you want to find your soulmate. You have an idea in your mind who that would be. You just assume that you already have it. Like, I have my soulmate. They're gonna run into me when I least expect it. Done. And not think about it ever again. Or at least not in the way that you used to think about it. Just like when someone's manifesting like really fast and you've gotten to like a higher vibration where it's just like it's constant. That's how you approach the stuff that you desire. You say, I want this, so how do I not think about it? Well, you do think about it for that split second and say, yeah, I would like to have that. So boom, that's it right there. Then you stop and recalibrate how you think about it. So you want something, the soulmate. You have an idea of what they are in your head, and just assume that you already have it. I have my soulmate. They're just going to run into me when I least expect it. Could be tomorrow, could be a month from now. I'm running into them. No big deal. It's done. The work is done. I've already unlocked that door. Now the universe has just got to time it to snap it into my life. Because you have to give the universe a little bit of timing, remember, so it doesn't look like you're manipulating 5D reality. This is a simulation. But when they're changing the code, you're going to get the deja vu moments. You're going to get the signs. It has correct timing. I already have my soulmate. I might see him in 5 minutes. I might see him in tomorrow, or I might see him a month from now. It'll be soon. I don't know when, but I already have him or her. The Lambo is in the garage. I already have the Lambo. It's there. It's in my garage right now. That's the assumption level that you have to have. Even if that Lamborghini is not in there, and you have the Kia in the garage, you say this with complete and total belief that Lambo is sitting in your garage right now. You're going to go home. Your assumption and your belief is so strong. You're going to go home. You're going to open up the garage door, and the Lambo is going to be sitting there. That's how strong the belief has to be. And I know you're saying, Brandon, well, if I went home right now, even with this extremely strong belief that Kia is going to be in the garage of the Lambo, that you have to give the universe time. But you have to know that the Lamborghini is yours by sheer whole belief. That if you did go into the garage and open up the door, that it's sitting there. It has to be that strong. And you just assume that you have it, and then you don't worry about it anymore. So you saw that, so you got the idea of having a Lamborghini in the first place. Oh, I saw a Lamborghini driving down the street. I like the color, and that's what I'd like to have. Boom! Your only thought from then on should be like, yeah, that Lamborghini's in my garage. I own one. I have one right now. It's just the law of assumption is the law of wholehearted belief. And then you let go of it. You don't worry about it after that. It's like, I'm not worried about it. It's sitting in the garage. It's not going anywhere. My soulmate is living in my house with me. They're not going anywhere. I have them. I'm trying to emphasize the belief to you. I don't know if I'm coming across like that in the video, but that's how strong it has to be. So letting go. You have the idea, you assume you have it, let it go. It's no more worry, no more obsession. Now there's things that you are obsessed about, but you just consciously have to be in the present moment. Let's say you're I always talk about the pro dancer. When you're a pro dancer, your obsession is not to become the pro dancer. Your obsession is love dancing. That's the obsession. So you do it all the time. It's just natural. It's who you are. So you're dancing. But if you're obsessing to become the pro dancer, you're not going to retrieve it because you're not assuming that you're the pro dancer now. You have to wholeheartedly believe that you're the pro dancer right now. The obsession is doing it. Like every time you hear music, you start dancing. Or you're in a room, you play the music that you want to dance to, and you're dancing to it. That's the obsession. It's not like to become the pro dancer. You are the pro dancer, so you don't have to obsess about it. You just do it. You are who you are. You're being who you're being. If you're that CEO of the company that you so want to be, you have to become that person. You have to be it. That's the obsession. To be being the person that you're dreaming to be, you have to become that. You have to buy the t-shirts that say I'm that person. The clothing, the people that you are around, the people you're attracting to, where are you hanging out, who are you talking to, what are you worried about? Are you talking about drama? Are you researching what you're supposed to be doing? You have to ask yourself all these things, and some of these things are very hard questions to ask for yourself because you have to take ultimate responsibility and accountability for your actions in order to change, to become that person that you're being. That pro dancer requires you to start going to the gym to work out, to be in shape, or dancing more often and stretching if you have a floor to be able to do that on, or even go outside in your backyard. Wherever you're going to do it, you have to become that. And if you're taking a rest, let's say you're exhausted, you've been exercising for 3 hours straight, you're exhausted, cool down, you did your stretching, you took your shower or whatever, you sat down there and went on YouTube and you started learning more dance moves. That's the taking action of it, because you're being that person. When people talk about the difference between manifestation and just like attracting things into your life, remember I told you that there's some spiritualists that think you have to have action. No, you don't. The action is the being. To manifest let's say you want to manifest money, you don't have to take action to I have to create a company in order to make money. No, the action is believing that you've already received it. That's the action. So when they're talking about those individuals that sit at home and meditate all the time, and they're not doing anything in action, they can receive money very easily, actually. There's a misconception on this. They're not doing anything but meditating and believing that the money's coming to them, and it does. And if it's not, they're doing something else that was wrong. But taking action is for being the person that you want to be. Just receiving money will not make you a pro dancer. Receiving money might help you buy the clothing or go to get the training, because you have to pay for the training sometimes at some of those prestigious schools. That can help you, but it's not who you are. The money doesn't make who you are. The belief does, if that makes sense. So yes, you can sit there and meditate and manifest money. Easy. You could imagine the millions of dollars in your bank account and just keep cycling that over and over your head, and it'll populate in there somehow. It'll either come through an inheritance, you win the lottery, however that happens, it will happen. But the action is the person that you want to be. That's taking action, if that makes sense. If you want any more clarity on this, please type in the comments below and tell me what you think, or ask me the questions and I'll clarify it in the next video, or write me at realitysimulator@gmail.com. Please do so, because I don't know what you're thinking. I'm giving you the information on the video, and you might have questions, and if you don't ask me, then I don't know what's in your mind. There could be like something in your mind that I haven't thought of, or to like tell you, or a question in your mind that you're afraid to ask. There's not a stupid question when it comes to spirituality, because there's a lot of very silly things to become spiritual. You become an outcast. You become a black sheep. People, your inner circles will start thinking that you're a weirdo. All this stuff is strange initially. So please ask a question. If you don't want it to be posted on the comments, email it directly to me, and I'll email it back to you. And if you don't want that question on the video, I won't say it, but I can directly answer your question for you. Now, if it keeps coming up a lot, I'll talk about it in the video in a general sense, but I'm not going to name any names, of course, because it's some of that information that I may not have thought of, or the questions that are on your mind that you know that I may have an answer or have a different way of saying it. So anyways, that's all I would like to talk about today. As always, I greatly appreciate you guys watching my videos, and have a nice day.